Buddy, you're talking to the wrestling t-shirt wearing, championship ring wearing, deal stealing, toy dealing, Hot Wheel riding, dragonfly flying son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time keeping these credit card bills down. Welcome to A Flair for Toys. Said uncultured heathen, it's your boy Beef. And welcome inside the Toy House. And today, another reoccurring guest you may have seen before, but we tight. So D-Dub is back and better than ever. He's coming back from meeting the one, the only, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, Bret, the Hitman Hart. Bret! So D-Dub, talk to us.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, though, I was smart this time. I went ahead and did the VIP thing, so that hooked me up with two autographs and pretty much all the photos that guy could take within 10 seconds or whatever you're sitting there with. You know what I mean?
Right.
They try to get you through pretty quick. And it probably didn't help that I had 14, 15 items to sign. So but I didn't mind doing it. Like I said, I hooked everybody up. You know what I'm saying? All my buddies, like you, I even throwed you one in your package. I got your package ready to rock and roll.
I
So
appreciate that, man.
yeah,
Thank you.
the only bad thing about that package is Tony Atlas is running around this room somewheres. I don't know where he went. So when I find him, I'll have to get him in the next package.
It's all good, Bubba.
But yeah, man, I tell you, just the way he carried himself, you know what I'm saying? He's a lot older now, you know what I mean? Definitely got the gray hairs like all of us are getting,
Mm-hmm.
but he's always been there on my Rushmore, you know what I mean? Just his technical style of wrestling, um, and the family he came from, you know, Stu Hart, Owen Hart, you know, that had some of the greats right there. You know what I'm talking about there. And I think they even had their own wrestling promotion too, didn't they?
I believe so. Or Stampede.
I think it's Stampede Wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes a long way back in the business.
Now if you're going by in ring work, he is on my Rushmore. But
Yeah,
you've already heard my Rushmore before. I
right.
basically did my Rushmore on how you drew for the business, and stuff like that. So I had Hogan, Austin, Rock, and Ric Flair. Those
Right.
are those are my four, just because of what they meant to the business and what they drew. They put butts in seats.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Brett did some, but not to the level of those guys. Now in
Right.
ring, he's probably better than all of them, even Flair. I hate to say it, but
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you there, man. Just his style of technical wrestling, that's what I like. You know what I mean? Like he would work your leg, work your leg, work your leg, go back to the legs, go back to the legs. You know what I mean? It was always you attacked one thing. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time you put that sharpshooter on, you was screaming.
right. It wasn't just spot after spot.
Right?
You
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
mean, we can all do spots, but
Yeah.
you're supposed to tell a story,
Yeah.
and he could tell a great story.
Yes. And
The one thing about Brett, before we get back into your other stuff, I wish that him and Michaels could have got along. Those guys could have made money for a long time together, and Brett would have never got over there and got hurt by Goldberg.
yeah.
But
Yeah, and that's
you
what
know,
I was talking about that earlier. You know, if we could have got things different, which I can understand. When you got money and you got politics involved, and egos, you got two different egos going. I can see. You know what I'm saying? It's a big battle. You know what I mean? But like I said, to be around him though, man, it was awesome. You could just feel the aura. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there's a lot of guys that you step in a room with and you don't feel nothing from them, but this guy right here, man, you can just like feel the energy off of him, and all he does is just sit there. You know what I'm saying?
Did he have any of his drawings with him?
No, I didn't get to see none of this drawings, anything like that. Which I didn't get to look at the table when I went out. There was a
Okay.
table set up in there, and they had certain stuff sitting on it. But the
But
way they
you've
had,
seen the cartoon drawings he's done,
oh
right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
seen the one that I think they showed of he did with Andre.
Yes.
Did all the ones, did all the wrestling guys, and did it around there. I seen that one, and you know him and Jerry. I think they interchanged. You know what I'm saying? Drawings back and forth a lot. You know what I
The
mean?
Sand family, thank you. Thank you for the sub. Make sure to follow my man Dub as well, too.
Yep.
And Spidey, I'm not gonna read that because I have no idea what you said, but we're gonna get right back into this. So, real quick, Dub, tell me what were you at? Where he the only one there signing, or
At this
oh,
one, yeah. Um, the last one before that, and I didn't get to go to that one because I didn't have enough stuff to really get signed. If I'm gonna go and make it worth something. You know what I mean?
right? Exactly.
And Bret Hart, I can just pull stuff off the wall. You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of stuff on the wall here of him. Now they had Ronnie Garvin and Warlord and Barbarian the last trip, and Sabu. But I didn't get to have none of those signed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I don't have a lot of those figures.
Well, there's not a Ronnie Garvin figure. There's about to be.
Right, and that's Power Town, right?
No, that's well, is it?
Major League.
No, it's well, I think they're about to do it too, but it's a different company. I can't remember the name of it. Um is it Epic? No, wait. I got it over there. I can't remember. The last company that I ordered from, it may be Epic Toys. But it's a Hasbro type figure.
Okay. All right.
What kind of bike you get, Sam? But yeah, I just wondered that last one you went when all those people were there, was that a WrestleCon or what was that?
Yeah, that was let's see, that was yeah, Lexington Comic Con, actually.
Oh, Lexington Comic Con.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had not just wrestling personalities, they had people from Reno 911. William Shatner was there. They just had all kinds of people there. There was over, I think, 200 stars there. So
Okay.
there's a lot of people to
Yeah,
choose.
the Lexington Comic Cons are really good. We went to one. That's the one where I had the issue with two people at. With not really an issue with Swerve, but I seen him. I wasn't gonna go in his line because I'm not a big Swerve fan,
I'm
and
not either.
I just walked by and I was like, "Whose house?" And he just gave me this look like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "It's your freaking gimmick, bruh.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't do it." You know?
Yeah, man. And and this whole thing with him and Booker T too. You know what
Oh
I'm
man,
saying?
that made me mad.
Yeah, he's feeding in to what Vlad TV does.
Yeah,
Not nothing against no guys or anything like that. I don't ever try to get on here and talk trash about no guys. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense. It's wrestling, guys. We should all be getting along, having fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
exactly.
Let it excite you. Get out there and do things, man. And if you don't like what you're doing, man, go do something else. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and I would love if somebody did that to me, and I was walking in, and I would definitely be like, whose house? You know what I'm saying? I'd be
Yeah,
hyped.
I'd have been Swerve's house,
Yeah, yeah, I'd
But
have been hyping everybody up, and that's what I liked about some of the other guys at the Comic Con, like the Reno 911 guys. They were actually going out of the line, and when they didn't have to sign autographs or anything, they would come out in the middle. It wasn't
right.
sitting at a desk and signing stuff. You know what I'm saying? They actually got out there and met you. And that's what I like, man. I like people like that get out there and mingle with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? That love doing stuff like that because these are the people that support you. These are the people that pay your bills. These are the people.
Exactly.
These are the reasons why you're driving these fancy cars and living in these fancy houses and putting your kids in these nice schools and all that. If it wasn't for people like us, they wouldn't have that.
But
So
what was it like? What's up, Chris Dearman? Welcome in. So was it like a con, or was he just at some shop, or what was going on?
pretty much, he was just at that shop. The cards that I sent you.
Uh huh.
All right, if you turn those over, you'll see it says Time Warp on those. And
Okay.
he does all kinds of stuff like that. He'll bring in personalities, not just wrestling personalities. I think Riddick Bowe's going to be there here coming up. They had CJ Hughes there. I think he played one of the Jason characters. Not
Okay. What's
ago.
up, Howie?
Um, yeah, what's up, guys? He just brings in different guys on different dates, man, and you got to stay posted up. And they actually have a website, Time Warp. You can get on Facebook, and it'll let you know upcoming events and all that stuff too.
Cool.
And I
You know,
think there's, I
I've
think
I've
there's
gotten
one
more
coming up.
into going to some of that stuff. Sometimes I never was big into getting stuff signed, but since my wife was doing the signings and stuff, I kind of got into it a little more. But I'm not. I'm not gonna wait in a long line. If
Right.
that thing is too long, I'm okay. I'm out.
I'm the same way. I waited 3 hours for Ric Flair. You
Ooh,
know, I, and it was I was on that verge. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for my wife, and thank God she went this time with me. You know what I mean? Because she don't always go. This last time with Brett, she didn't go. But thank
right.
God she went with Rick that time because while she was holding my spot in line, I was going and getting other guys' signatures because you only got so long.
I know it.
And if
I
you're
know it.
yourself up with one person, then you're not going to get everything signed.
That's
So
why I didn't get Big Show and Kurt Angle at that WrestleCon I went to because I'd rather have had other people. I mean, the Big Show, eh. Now Kurt Angle, I probably would have liked to have, but I was saving my money too for the last day for Ric Flair. Now I did have to wait an hour. I was the fourth person in line, but he was an hour late and come walking through there. Woo! I'm like, you don't quit wooing and get your ass over here and sign
yeah,
my shit.
yeah, and I picked up something from Ric Flair too while I was down there. It wasn't nothing signed, but it's a cool little token that I grabbed. I
What
got
was it?
I got his
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not a big bendy person, but it looks good. Yes, Howie, I got your box when I picked up the one you sent.
yeah. I kind of like the bendies a little bit. I'm not big into them, but the ones that look good, I like those. And I also got a Ric Flair picture signed coming of his last match, and there's a little tote bag with it. Um, one of those little woo cheer things that he's got,
Yeah.
and another poster of him and Andrade and Jeff Jarrett. And
What is it?
was it Jeff Jarrett and Andrade and Lethal, wasn't it? Wasn't they involved in the last match?
I believe so. I know Letha was. I don't remember Andrade, but he might have been.
I think so, but I think the poster has all four of them on it. And I think he
Cool.
signed that. And I got two cards from Crockett Promotions. And I'm not sure
Nice.
if he signed those or not, but I do get all that stuff. So
Got you.
I
So
had,
real quick, here's the legends that came in today.
mm, that's something else I picked up too.
Now I didn't get all of them. I'm still missing two. I didn't get the Rosie or the Kurt Angle yet, but I did get you, boy, Hollywood.
Yeah, I love that.
Now I put out a video right before we came on here. I went to Target, and these were supposed to drop Sunday at Target. Target had nothing but the old stuff. The
Well,
Rick Rudes, the Justin Hawk, the Psycho Sid. But guess what they did have? Wardlow for $9.99. But I waited. I think he's gonna drop to $6.99 next week. So
yeah, I would too, Beef, because to be honest with you, when you open that, you're going to see like his skin tone is like a weird skin tone look. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a purplish type look. You know what I mean? Uh,
okay.
mine did to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah.
yours might look different in your lighting or whatever you got. But yeah, mine looked a little darkish to me, and I didn't really care for it. But
Yeah, I picked it up and I was like, I think there's enough here. I think I can wait a week or two and see if I can catch it a little cheaper.
and I'll tell you something else. I got a hold of Target yesterday, finally, because I looked on there. I'm like, where's my orders at? I looked on there. They canceled my second order.
What the hell?
What they're doing is when you do these pre-orders, they keep doing those authorizations. So they have to renew those authorizations until they get it in and send it out. So what they do is every time they renew that, they put that money back in your account and then they'll renew it and pull the money back out. So if you spend that money within that amount of time and you don't got the money in there to cover it, then they'll cancel your order
Huh.
because
I was
because
gonna say I didn't have no issues. I actually had them ordered, and then Running Lights told me about the discount, the clearance. So I went and canceled it, ordered them at that price, and
and I
that's
tell you
it.
what, that lady helped me out so much yesterday. I called her and I said, "Listen, sweetheart, this is what they did to me," and she's a little Indian lady, you know what I mean, and she was sweet as can be. And somehow or another, every time I get a hold of Target, I talk to this little lady, and she's so sweet and helps me out, man, every time. And one of the best customer service workers there is out there. I'll tell you that much. But I called him and I told him, I'm like, look, they keep doing this. Why they keep canceling my order? She said, I see why, and told me about the authorizations and all that. She said, but I can order these. We do have these in stock. I can order these for you right now. And I'm like, yeah, but are you going to charge me the 20 some dollars now? Because the sale's over with. So will I get the sale now or what? And she said, actually, I can authorize that for you to get them for the $18 and whatever it was. She said, but you got to pay for it over the phone right now. You know what I mean? While we're on.
Right.
So I went ahead and done that. You know what I mean? She was helpful.
Good.
And I was like, yeah. So I got my orders.
Good.
But
Good.
I
So
did.
no,
And
go ahead. Go
show the
ahead. Go.
Godfather, and I'll show you this too, man. This is cool.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It says pimping ain't easy.
That's a nice little souvenir. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. I got it for $40.
So I'm gonna show off the little bit I got, and then I'm gonna let you show off whatever you want to of your massive stuff, and then at the end I'll show my two belts. So, oh man, so I do have a transformer in here
Ooh.
that is autographed. Frank, what's his name? Frank Welker,
Mm-hmm.
right there.
Now,
We got that. I was that at Lexington or the other one? I can't remember. Um, I thought I had another. Oh, I do have another one in here. Here, check this one out. I got a Transformer Super 7 autograph. If I can get it out the box. Now, the wife helped me with these like yours did, staying in line.
yeah. Oh man. Oh, cool. Yes, sir. I like that. Now that is nice.
What's his damn? I can't even remember his name right now. I done went blank.
Um,
Peter.
was it Tim? Um,
No. Peter Cullen.
Peter Collin, maybe.
I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
Man, I be forgetting. Man, I'm getting old.
yeah. I think that is his name actually.
But that was really cool. We got to get those. And then the rest is mostly wrestling. Like, here's your boy, Woo Woo Man, Zack Ryder.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was when I went to the Major Fest. Now, that Major Fest was really good. Jerry Lawler was there, Buff Bagwell was there, Heath Slater, Ponderosa, Schwagel. Uh, man, it was just a good time, man. Here's the Berserker.
Oh yeah. Hoof, hoof.
And he even wrote that on there.
But why did
So
he hold?
that was
I don't get why he held his hand though. I never did get that part.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, now we got some Jim Cornettes.
Oh yeah.
Got the bloody variant.
Yeah. I love listening to Jim Cornette.
Can you see what that says right there?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say it on YouTube or
Uh,
not, but
I actually,
thank you.
I think it's a little different over here. I think you can, if I'm not mistaken.
And then here's another one that says the same thing.
Yeah.
So really, really cool stuff right there. I mean, the figures aren't the greatest because that's that damn figures toy company, but
Yeah.
hey, it's Jim Cornette. I got one more Jim Cornette as well. Got the announce desk, and this one actually says to Brian, which if y'all did not know, that is my real name. But
Oh man, that is cool.
it
I love.
says to Brian, your friend Jim Cornette, manager of the Great Midnight Express.
Yeah, man.
And then got Luke Gallows. Or this is Carl Anderson, but I actually met them. They actually came to this little Hoboken town that I live in.
Hey,
They had a little spot show there.
that is cool, man. Now, you know, I don't have no gallows. So 80s. Actually, I bought this for beef, and I was going to send it to him, but I ended up snatching it and just wearing it. So,
Yeah, I was going to ask him where my hat is, and then I said, hell, that's the one he's wearing on his damn head.
so I got to get him a different one. He don't like these flat bills. Uh,
And you mind your business, 80s. Don't be talking about my Cowboys. All right, we got a little Danhausen,
oh, now I got me a Dan housing over there. Yeah. Now, what do you think of
Somarhausen,
those little guys? I kind of like those little rubber buddies.
the micro brawlers.
Yeah, I kind of like those.
Let's see what else I got in here. We got Kurt Hawkins.
Oh yeah.
That was from the same deal at the Major Pod thing I went to. We actually went to WrestleCon, the Major Pod, and all that in the same weekend. But I know we all got a lot of these. Me, you,
Oh
Fed. I
yeah.
think a lot of other people.
Yeah, I think we got Jakes everywhere.
Yeah, I know
Yes, sir.
it. Jake's galore, man. All
That's
right,
about.
here's Big Cass.
Oh man, that's cool. I like.
Man, I got my picture with him too, man, and that dude is tall, man.
Yeah. Oh yes, sir. And you know, I like. I always liked him and Enzo, man.
Oh yeah,
And you can't teach that. Bada bing.
roast beef. When I got this sign, that's when he sung the Spider-Man song that time.
Oh really? I
Yeah.
I tell you what, I've got. That's probably one of the most signatures I got, other than Sting, is Mick Foley's. Yeah. See
You
now,
got the same one, don't you?
yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. I bought that one the other day. I didn't get that with the when I did the Cobra Clutch thing.
Oh no.
No, I got that one separate at a store. Oh yes.
At ease, roast beef.
You know, I should have got some of the big rubber guys, the new ones. Um, it's just that price. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 some bucks for those. Now I didn't mind doing it for the Kerry Von Erich and the Bruiser Brody one. Um, you know, I can give 50 bucks for something like that. Yes.
That
Now
one right there.
mine might be a little different. I'm not sure.
Well, this is yeah, because that's the regular one. I have it too. This
Okay.
is the Diamond Select Edition.
All right.
And
Yeah.
this is the second one that they came out. Now, if you look right there, you see that signature? That's not Carrie's. That's
Oh.
Kevin.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Kevin was
Man.
the one that did the claw after his dad too, wasn't
Yes.
he? He runs around barefooted all the time.
Yes, the barefooted one.
Yeah.
And then I know you got this too, so
Yes,
and
sir, man.
I think Fed has it too. I'm not sure.
And I'm gonna tell everybody, whoever watches this out there, man, this is a funny story because after I got mine signed, me and my wife was walking off because she took pictures with him too, and well, he made her take pictures, but she was walking off and she's like, "Man, he smelled so good," and I was talking to the girl when I bought that one down there the other day, and she was like, "Yeah, we met Sergeant Slaughter too," and she said, "And he smelled so good," like that. And I lost it laughing. I was like, "My wife said the same thing, man." So
Wow.
whatever that cologne you using out there, Slaughter, you better keep using it, bro, because the ladies love it.
Not this time when I got this sign, but when we met Jake the first time, me and my wife, he had his girlfriend or wife, whatever she was, with him at the time, and we were taking a picture, right? So we both had our arm around him, we're in the picture, and she's about to take the picture, and he goes, "Babe, one of them just touched my butt. I hope it wasn't him."
Oh God. Yeah, hey, I tell you now that was he was when I met Jake, um, he was more or less, just sign and go on type feller, you know what I'm saying? Uh,
Right.
wasn't rude or nothing like that. I'm sure he would have carried on a conversation if I would have broke into conversation with him. I feel like a lot of those guys did or would do that. Oh yeah, Ric Flair. That's my favorite. I got a lot of Ricks now.
That's the only Rick I have besides his signature on the belt.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I had to get that um shoot. Oh Lord. I had to get that 4-pack signed by him. And
oh yeah,
then I had to get his what you call it. He wears out to the ring.
the
Uh
robe.
yeah, his robe. I couldn't spit it out. I got it put up in my class. The only thing that I got put up that's put in something that won't burn or anything like that. I got it sitting in something. So
Got you. Well, Dub, that's all. I got pictures and I got the belts, but I'll show that later. If you want to break out some stuff and show, go ahead.
let's see here. I think we can switch this thing around too, can't we? I'll pretty much just take everybody around the room. Um, we'll start over here. We got Jacqueline. She
Nice.
now she was pretty cool. She was beside Cowboy James Storm, and I didn't really get to talk to him very much. But yeah, she was real nice and real sweet to me. Um, I didn't get to meet Rob Van Dam or Drew McIntyre or any of these guys. Some of this stuff I order offline. Uh,
Got you.
Jeff Jarrett, I've never got to meet Jeff Jarrett. Um, Tatanka, I've never got to meet him. Cena, I actually found this picture with this signature. This is actually my first signature. I
Really?
found this when my mom moved into this house. I guess somebody left it behind, and
Wow.
yeah, and I found it, and I was like, "Oh, cool." So I think that's kind of what got me into the signatures. Really, I had that, And let's see, my Joes are over here, the same one you got, like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
got a
saw
big
it in
old
your
pile of,
video the other day, and I'm like, dang, we got the same shit.
yeah, this is Howie's pile of stuff, so I got a big old pile over here for Howie. I got a Brett over here drying out because I took them, set them all out as soon as I got home. Let's see. Here's Jericho. We got the Redeemer,
Now,
Lance.
you met these, or these were online?
Some of these are online. Let's see here. I met Thunder Rosa. She was really,
Cool.
really sweet. I did get to meet her. Very nice lady. Very nice. Orange Cassidy, I didn't get to meet. MJF, I haven't met. Or Kenny Omega.
Oh,
Um,
real quick, when I was talking about that Lexington Comic Con with Swerve, see, Swerve wasn't even supposed to be there, but MJF was supposed to be there. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to go. We was going for my wife, but that was one of the ones I wanted to see. And he didn't show up, so they replaced him with Swerve and somebody else. I'm like, what the hell?
oh, man.
But
But
I mean, what can you do? You know?
yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, man. You just got to go with the flow. Now, I
Yeah.
have met Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. They were really good to meet. Very nice guys. They take the time. They'll tell you a story or talk a story with you. You know what I mean? If you got time to sit and listen to them,
Right.
they will actually talk to you. Hulk. I've never met Hulk Hogan. That's one on my list. I'd like to meet. Ted. I haven't met Teddy yet.
I did.
I heard he was kind of a little jerkish.
Now,
I don't
see,
know.
he wasn't for me. He held up the line talking to me.
So I guess it's just different days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you never know what they got going on or whatever, and it also
Yeah.
depends on who you are and how you approach them too. You know.
Right.
Now, if
Right.
you're just all like a fanboy, they kind of don't really pay you much attention. But if you just talk cool and talk normal, you know,
Mhm.
like a normal human being, which I hate to say it, a lot of us wrestling fans aren't, but
Yeah. Yeah. Um, what they don't like is people that make it weird.
exactly.
You know, that's something, and I'm big on that too, man. Like if I'm gonna meet somebody, I don't want it to be weird. Um, but you know, sometimes you do meet some of these people, and you're like,
I mean, hell, yeah. I mean, I've got some pictures here I'll show in a little bit, but I mean, I've got one man gang putting a chain around my neck and, just all kinds of stuff, man. I've always had fun. I've never really had a bad interaction, like I said, except for Swerve giving me that ugly look, you
Yeah,
know.
man. I same here. Jimmy, I haven't met Jimmy, but he was at a few signings, and whenever I seen him talking to people, he was real nice. Um, Now Buff, I can't say anything about Buff. I did walk by him down at WrestleCade.
He's
Um,
great.
he just seemed like he was in his own little world at the time, which he just got clean here recently. So, he could have been a little down in the dumps that day or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all have our days when you're doing shit like
Oh
that.
yeah. But yeah, when I met him, he was at that major fest, and he was great. Him and Heath Slater. I mean, they were sitting there laughing and just cracking up with me and telling stories, making jokes.
Um, Now this Tony Storm, that one right there, man, I'm gonna get it signed as soon as I can.
That's a cool looking figure.
Yes, that is a very good figure there. That's actually one of the best ones I've seen him do, and that's saying something for them. There's that NWO Hogan I scored,
Nice.
and I need to
See,
get.
I think I have that, but I don't know where it's at.
Let's see, and then here's a Jake. Got the Jake there, and then there's Ravish and Rick Rude, and I finally scored a box for them to go into.
Okay.
Um, let's see, we got Bushwhackers. There's Cody, Darby Allen. I got a Sting right here. Try to be gentle there. I try to leave the JSAs with them. That way I know where they're at. Uh,
Right.
this Red Velvet is actually signed, but she signed it in highlighter, and you can't hardly see it. You got to take it and hold it up to a light and do that with
Damn.
it. But I've got Bret sticking everywhere, drying out too. I got everybody's names on them. So, but let's see. Here's a Jerry over here. I didn't show y'all Jerry. Jerry,
Nice.
he's a real nice guy,
I
man.
got that figure, but I don't have it signed.
That's probably my one of my rarest ones right there. I would say. Here's my Sting, the Evolution one.
But I do have Lawler's signature. It's just not on a figure. It's on my belt.
So I put the Evolution of Sting over
That
here.
Sting pack is awesome.
I know, bro. I had to jump on that one. I found that in my little store, man. Believe it or not.
And
Um,
what that run you about 200?
actually, right at it,
Yeah, I
200.
figured that.
There's a
It's
duck.
worth it though.
Let's see here, Cowboy Bob. There's a Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet. We got a Commissioner Foley back there behind old Roman Reigns,
I
and then
like how you got it sitting up there with the cards. That's pretty cool.
yeah, I figured why not hold your own poster there. There's MJF. Here's a X Pac, and I've got tons of X Pacs. There's Eric Bischoff. There's a Shelton Benjamin back here. Let's see. There's Stratus, Tiffy.
I know you've probably not counted, but just a guesstimate. How many signatures you think you got? 100,
Uh,
150,
200. I'm right
200?
at 200. Yep. Yeah, because the last time I counted, I had like 180 some, and I know I've got probably at least 20 by then. So, and some of these are just rares, like one of 5,000s, one of 3,000s, stuff like that.
Got you. Now you found all those or you bought them
A
online?
lot of these I found, um, like the one of 3,000s, and a lot of those I did find. Um, Now, some of these I went and got signed. Like I found this one in store and had it signed. Took and done it myself. This one I had signed. Now I bought these two online. Um, and that was an expensive one there.
Yeah, imagine.
Now I bought this one online. If you guys remember, I bought it online and I went and got Rick signed it. And
And that's awesome, man.
then I bought a
You ever think about getting rid of that one? You make sure you let me know.
Hey, and I might if I talk to him and see if he's got an extra one. I thought I was one of the only guys that had one of those, but no, I met a guy. He's got two or three of them, so I might be able to get you one. I'll talk to him and see what he says.
Got you.
Ricky the Dragon. Now he was really cool. Really cool guy to meet. Mandy Rose. I haven't met
What'd you
her.
do? Go on her fans only page and get that one?
No. I tell you now, X Pac was really cool.
Yeah, Pac's
Very
cool.
guy. Lex, he's a good guy. Meet Kane, very cool.
Man, Luger was great, man. He the only thing is I'll show you when I show my belt, he don't listen very well. But other than that, he's cool as shit.
Right. Austin Theory, that's a fresh one I got the other day. Edge, Adam Cole, baby. There's the
Now
King.
they did have Adam whatever not blah. What's his goddamn name?
Uh, Coke.
No, not Copeland. Abe Abe.
Oh, Adam Cole.
Yeah, they had Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly at the Target.
Nah, now that was that the Owen Hart belt?
The Adam Cole?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wasn't gonna pay regular price for it.
Didn't he win that belt last year too?
Yeah. Well, he won it the first year that they had it, I think. But
That's what I thought.
I don't know how long it's been going on now. You know, I don't keep up with that AEW shit.
Yeah, well, I hate. I've been watching it. Uh, buddy of mine give me some codes to watch it so I can try to stay up on it because I want to start talking a little more wrestling stuff. Like I said, I'm not getting out of the Marvel completely and all that stuff like that. I'm still doing my X-Men stuff, a little bit of McFarlane here and there, but I'm slowing down on it most definitely. That's for sure. Um, but the only reason I'm slowing down too is you've already seen how much I've slowed down this month, and look how much I've already added to my collection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I took a big break at doing that for a while,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get back to doing that again. It's
Yeah.
just adding stuff and doing that. But yeah, this is a new one here. Um, I seen your thing, man. You're like, what's that on their head?
That's some llama Pete.
Man, I was like, that's a unicorn head. Cross, man, I hope they do something good with him coming
I
up.
hope they cut his hair.
Yeah, they need to whack it off there, that's for sure. There's that Bret Hart that just got signed. Now, I already had this Bret, and I had that Bret. And I scored a Bret Hart while I was down there with Goldberg, but there was no way that I was going to have him sign that. I was not going to put that guy through
Who's that?
that. Bret Hart and
Oh,
Goldberg.
with the Goldberg. Yeah, yeah, I heard you say that. Yeah.
Yeah, here's Hornswoggle. He was real cool. I did meet
Yeah,
him.
old Dylan. Dylan's cool, man.
Yeah, there's another Jake. And that's kind of like the big rubber guy, but not. They're more of like a hard type plastic. They're
Which
not
one?
that Jake.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He tried to get me to buy one, not this last time, but the time before, and I was just
Big,
like,
yeah, because
eh.
his finger broke off, bro.
Yeah, they just didn't seem very well. I didn't mean to hurt his feelings. I hope I didn't, but
Yeah, and what they was charging, they wanted $100. I gave $100 for that piece of
yeah,
crap.
100. I was like, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. And then there's another Sting I got.
I
All kind
used to have that Sting and I sold it.
of Mick Foley's. And there's some Stings down here. Ricky the Dragon. Limitless Keith Lee. Sid
Oh, he
Just.
got a limit.
Uh, uh,
There's that Kurt Hawkins.
yeah, yeah. The only difference is mine is in blue.
Yeah, mine was orange.
Dan Housing. There's that Bill Goldberg. Here's a throwback for you. James Ellsworth.
Now I have that figure. I don't have his sign, but I have that figure as well.
I mean, it was cheap enough, so I said,
Yeah,
why not? You know what I'm saying? I thought it was real cool to get it, just for the nostalgia. And a lot of stuff, do I really need a James Ellsworth pick? No, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But I just thought it was cool. I mean, he was a good comedic part of wrestling. I did like some of his stuff, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
I like a guy like that can kind of make fun of himself too.
Well, that's like me when I went back and got that Eugene figure the other day. You know?
Yeah, there's that Goldberg,
Yeah.
Bret Hart.
You say, yeah, I'm not gonna do that to him.
Now there it is.
Yeah, see, that's the original. That's the first one they came out with. Then they came out with the Diamond Select one.
Yeah. And let's see, that comes with the World Wrestling Champion, Heavyweight Champion, World Class Wrestling. So that's WCWA.
No, no, no. WCCW.
Oh, WCCW. Okay.
Yes.
So what would Bruiser Brody's be up there?
Probably WCCW because that's where he was at more prominently than anywhere
Oh,
else.
no, PWF World Tag Team Championship belt.
P what?
PWF,
Is that from when he was in Puerto Rico?
I would say so.
What's up, Gemini?
But yeah, and when you send me those, when you send me that box, see, I keep all my like ultimates and stuff. That if I got a box like this for it, I keep them in the box. Um, that's like whenever I get that
I
one.
still have that box too.
Yeah, see, you got that defining moments one with Rob, Kane,
Yes.
and L.A. Knight.
Now I think it does have a little tear in the side though,
I don't care, just anything to keep
but
it
I
from
think it's on the back where you can't really see it. But I
just
think when I was trying to put the cane box back in there with the pyro, I think it kind of tore it a little bit in the corner.
yeah. And I got a cane box for the pyro too, so I don't need it. So if you want to keep
Okay,
that one,
got you.
but yeah, there's a Carmelo put with James, a Becky Lynch, Dewdrop,
Dewdrop.
Big E.
Why they do that girl like that?
Then I put a few of my signed Funkos over here with these guys.
Nice.
And I don't just do wrestling sign stuff either, guys. I got a lot of supernatural sign stuff. Um, I got some not here at my house, here at my other house. I got some the boys stuff signed by Jensen Ackles. Now I'm going to meet him in July in Michigan.
Hey, 80s kid. I think D-Dub might have you beat. You got 3 rooms. He got 2 houses.
Uh,
Hey,
oh Lord, yeah. And I seen a guy. He had an old Bret Hart. He got signed down there. I'd have loved to have that one. So, but yeah, I think we've pretty much made it around the rooms.
man, that's awesome stuff, man. Thank you for sharing, Dub.
Yeah. You guys know it, bro. Anytime. I love getting on here.
All right. I'm gonna put you down, girl. Now, if y'all want, I'll show a few pictures and then I'll show the belts real quick and then we'll probably start wrapping up. Um, but man, just good times, man. Always just have fun. Like right here, we got Demolition, Axe, and Smash. We got Tully Blanchard and JJ Dillon. Here's when we were at the Major Pod with Cardona and Myers and even Smart Mark Sterling, Dr.
Yeah.
Silverballs.
Yeah. And all of those guys are big collectors, too.
Oh yeah. And here's the Iconics. Peyton Royce and Billy Kay. Was that their names?
Might have
And
been.
and there's Charlie Haas.
Yeah.
He had his eyes swole up, man.
Wow.
But here's when I met Luger. Now, see, I'm gonna show you when I bring the belt out. But Luger signed up here on the top. I wanted him to sign down here
On the
because
ball.
Ric Flair was supposed to sign right there, and he didn't
Right.
listen and signed up there. But speaking of Brett,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
there's the Beef and the Hitman.
Nice.
And here's I got kids Heath Slater.
Now, hey, when you met Brett, let me ask you this: did he have a big old guy with him? A big old burly guy?
I want to say yes, But I don't really pay no attention to that shit. There was a lot of people. I mean, every time you turned around, there was another wrestler, another security, another wrestler. I mean, everybody was right there together.
Yeah, he had a
So,
big old dude with him, man. But he was cool. The guy was cool. Yes, sir. That's what he made me do too. He said, "We're gonna point at the camera." Uh,
80s kids said now you gotta find a realtor.
yeah, you're not joking, bro.
But anyway, we'll skip the Heath Slaters. But that's a title he had. Look at that title, man.
That is cool.
That was nice. Here, man, I'm a big Horseman fan, so this one really, man,
Oh yeah.
woo, it's all about the memories and nostalgia, man. See,
Yeah,
there's
man.
more Slaughter.
Yeah.
There's Jerry the King Lawler.
You see
You,
there, man.
you know,
And you get into it like I get into it too. You know what I'm saying?
oh
We'll take
yeah,
guys. We'll go up there and we'll talk trash with them and do that stuff. You know
you
what I mean?
you know Lawler has a Batmobile.
Oh, really?
Yes, he even told the whole story of how it came about, him getting it and everything when we were at the Major Pod. But there's when I met Buff. See, Buff was cool as shit.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I said, guys. You know, you meet some of these people, and they might be in a good mood one day. They might be in a bad mood. The same with me. You might meet me tomorrow, and I might want to knock somebody's head off. You know what I mean? You never
Oh
know.
yeah. And there, man, when Billy Gunn, I saw Billy Gunn, nobody was at his table. And I was like, are you serious? So I went over there, man, and we talked and wrapped it up, got his spirits up a little bit. There's
Yeah.
Ernest the Cat Miller.
Oh yeah. Let
Now,
me ask
see,
you this: what about Big Wiggle? You ever met the Big Wiggle?
no, Norman Smiley, no.
Yeah.
Now, this
Sorry,
is when I told the story. Some of y'all have already heard it, but when we were there, my wife said, can I touch your hair? And he said, yeah. And I said, that better be the only thing you touch. And
yeah.
Ernest the Cat Miller, boy, he just fell out laughing.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like,
man.
man, y'all wild.
Yeah.
Like, see, here's Papa Shango,
Now, hands down, guys, that man right there, Godfather, aka comma, aka Papa
Charles
Shango,
Wright.
yeah, aka Mustafa Ali.
No, not Mustafa Ali.
Wasn't that not? No, it was Mustafa, comma, wasn't it?
Kama Mustafa.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I said it was wrong, Mustafa. But anyway, that guy right there, man, he makes it a blast. I tell you guys, man, you if you get the chance to meet, I think his name's Charles.
Charles Wright.
Charles Wright. You get the chance to meet him, man, oh man, it'll brighten your day. I promise you. Now,
Woo.
Rick, man, I think Rick was hung over when I met him, bro.
Hey, he was when I met him too.
Because he did not want I don't think the man wanted to be there. You know what I'm saying? But when Ricky Morton walked in the room, his eyes lit up and he was ready to go party. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna have a tag team match, player.
Eddie Long, yeah. The Undertaker.
And there's Carrie Von Erich's daughter, Lacey Von Erich.
Now she wrestled, didn't she?
Yeah. Now see, she let me put her dad's jacket on.
Oh wow.
And about a week after this, I was at work on break and I was watching some old school wrestling. And there was a 6 man on one of the pay-per-views. I don't know if it was a Royal Rumble or a Survivor Series or something. Might have been a SummerSlam. He came out in that jacket.
Yeah.
And I was like, man. And
Royal
speak,
Rumble. I think Royal Rumble.
I think so. And you're talking about Charles Wright, the only guy that I think is maybe better than him. And I'm not comparing, it may be about the same. But that make you have a good time is the boogeyman.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude was like, hey, let's pose like this, let's do that, let's do this. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just really cool. And this dude was awesome, man. He held up the line talking to me, man. He
Yeah.
told me all about his foot, that he almost lost it and said he was stupid. And I said, well, I ain't gonna call you that.
Uh,
But even on a scooter, I think I might be a little nervous, and I ain't scared of shit.
now, is he diabetic?
Uh that ain't what happened to his foot. Now he may be now, I don't know, but he almost got a staph infection in his foot. He had something with his toenail or something, and he started messing with it, and he almost lost his foot from getting a staph infection. Is what he told me.
Now that's when they did the Legends deal with him, wasn't it? And
No,
brought
this
him
was
back.
before
Okay, what when they brought him back to Raw, the Legends deal, and he had
because
to have little
he
thing on it.
wasn't he wasn't with the WWE or AEW at this time. I don't think when I
Okay,
met him
because
here.
I remember a segment when he was at with talking to Randy Orton or something, and the Big Show, and he had that little thing on his leg where he was scooting around talking.
Oh, then it may have been. It may have
Yeah,
been. Here's Melina.
yeah, man.
And man, look at this picture. I love this in black and white.
Oh man, Road Dog and J Double J.
And you know, we sit there while my wife was taking pictures. She was secretly recording, and they were sitting there. I got them to sing "Be My Baby Tonight,"
Oh
and
man,
we were all singing it together.
yeah, that's cool right there.
Man, I'm telling you, man, you just gotta have great times, man. And here's RVD.
I love Rob Van Dam now.
And then these were haters.
Did you see the last match he did with? I think this last match he did was with Matt Riddle,
Who?
RVD.
Was that his last match?
Yeah, he just did one here recently. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Hey, I ain't gonna say it's the man's last match because it's probably not his last match. But hey, RVD, you can tell he's gotten slower. Which I mean, come on, guys, we can't all
Right.
time.
Father Time catches up with everybody.
Yes, sir. But the
And
man still got
there's Butterbean.
Butterbean.
Now
DD.
look at this one.
Oh
You
yeah.
talked about the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh yeah.
Now, when we took this picture, my wife was about to take the picture, right? Just as we're about to take the picture, Ricky Morton looks at me and looks at Robert and he says, "You want to take a good picture, don't you?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You want a really good picture?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Okay, take the picture." And both of them put their hands in front of my face. I was like, "That's messed up."
Oh,
But
just
there's
one.
John Nord right there, the berserker.
Oh yeah,
See
man.
that hat? I still have that hat that he gave to me.
You know, I was actually going to buy that. The guy that had this hat right here, he also had hats of Buff. Yeah, man, that Cobra. Hey, I'm telling you about Cobra Clutch, guys. If he put you in that for real, he could choke you out.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Look at
sir.
them all together.
Now, is that who's that in the middle there?
That's Nitro from American Gladiators,
Okay.
Sergeant Slaughter, Jake, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
All right. Yeah, he looked familiar, but I didn't know. But now that you said Nitro, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, them were some big bad dudes too, man. You know, you don't want to mess with
It,
some
you
guys.
remember last night when I brought out Sacco?
Yeah.
That's the dude that gave it to me. He was dressed
Oh,
up like him.
that's cool, man.
And
That's cool.
then there's
Yeah,
just some Star Wars pictures from a con, but
yeah, I thought about dressing
there's
up.
Al Snow.
Yeah, Al's cool too, man. I
Yeah,
met.
man, Al came on my live and everything with me. And then there's just a dude who dressed up like Savage.
Yeah. Was that the one? Now, there's one that dresses up like him. I like watching him, man, on TikTok all the time. He'll make you laugh.
Oh yeah, there's Danhausen.
Yeah. There you go.
There's Hacksaw when I got the board signed.
Yeah. I
See,
got
I
my.
don't need no JSA. I got pictures.
That's right. I tell you what, that guy snapped a picture of Brett signing all those. He snapped a picture of that for me.
Nice.
Yeah,
See,
man.
there's Kevin.
Yeah,
But
there's mine right here. Oh,
there, there's the Red Ranger.
awesome.
And damn.
Yeah, now he was cool, man. Somebody, and this is the day after Thanksgiving, so you can imagine what this was like. we were down there, and they went to sign my figures, and somebody cut one man walking by there. Somebody was like, JBL looked over at him. He's like, "Damn, man, somebody shit their pants, man." And he looked over at JBL, and he's like, "Damn."
Damn. That's cool. And then just a few more pictures of Slaughter, and then we'll get to the belts. But that's when he was putting me in the clutch, you know. I was about to tap, but
I might end up getting some of them belts.
yeah, really cool stuff, man. Like I say, go enjoy, have fun, do whatever makes you happy, man. But if you go to these things, make the best of it because you never know when you're gonna get back there or have the money or if these guys are even gonna be around or we be around. You never know. But let me break these two belts out real quick. Keep them conversating
Yeah,
up till I get back.
yeah, because that's one thing I'd like to do too, man. Is that's why me and Chris and all of us is going to Backlash. You know, I want to make
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
yeah, and that was another thing with taking my little nephew with us the other day. It's about memories, man. It's about having fun, like you said. You know, yeah, it might cost you a little bit of money, but it's well worth it, man. It's well worth it.
Exactly.
Oh yes, everybody has a price.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna show you the auto, and then I'll tell you something else. This thing is so huge. I'm like, why is this thing so big? Who is it going around? Andre the freaking Giant?
Oh yeah, man, that is big, ain't it?
This thing is huge. But see the signature?
Mm-hmm.
Million
Oh,
dollar man, Ted DiBiase. Now watch this. And you know I'm a big boy, Dub. I'm 275, bro.
I
Look at
can see
this.
it already. Wow. Golly.
Yeah. Man, I got that. I was like, why is it so huge?
I say you could probably have it linked or whatever too.
But I mean, not like I'm really gonna be wearing it or anything, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Uh, I'd love to get a smoking skull one, man. That's one I've had my eyeball on. That one and the Brahma Bull one.
yeah, I agree. I also wanted the Intercontinental title, but the only reason I never got the Intercontinental title because I was gonna get it before I got this one. But the reason I didn't is so small. If you did want to put it on, you can't put it on.
Yeah,
Now they may have changed it now and they may have a different size, but back then, because when I was getting these belts, what we did is we had a fantasy football league, and we whoever won got a belt and some cash. So both of these belts I got from winning the fantasy football.
yeah. And I seen where they started making these belts from these football leagues and stuff.
Yeah,
Right. They're making big money off these belts right now. Big money.
but
You know.
yeah. I'd probably get some more later on, but like I said, I've never actually paid for one, so you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. And you
except
got.
for my $55 to join the league.
I seen a Shawn Michaels one at that WrestleMania shop. When
Uh-huh.
guys walking around, I seen they had a Shawn Michaels one, and he said that thing is there every single year.
Wow.
Because it's so big and they want so much money for it, they can't sell it.
Yeah. All right. So we'll show this and then we'll get ready to close out. Are you going on live anywhere else, Dub, or no?
Probably not. I've been taking a break from, what I'm saying, lives. Um,
Me too.
not, yeah, it's nothing bad or nothing personal against everybody. It's just, just getting so much stuff done and trying to make time and, and buying these figures it's hard to open up $100, $200 worth of figures every night. You know what I'm saying? And
I
you're only
know.
doing it for like 12, 13 people most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing against nobody. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I need to do something different by getting more people in there. You know what I mean? I'll figure that out, but that's why I'm going to start talking about nothing but wrestling here soon. So, and that's what we're going to keep
All
it
right.
out.
Now we see this part, which is cool. But this is what we really want to see.
Oh man! And he had to sign it up there though.
Yeah. Yeah. And when I got Rick to sign it, I was like, look, man, I said, you were supposed to sign up here, but Lex took your spot. He said, he's always been trying to take my spot. But if you look over here, there's Brett right there.
Yes, sir. Now let me ask you this:
And
Is it?
here's Jerry the King Lawler.
Are you just getting guys to sign it, or you just want champions that's held that belt to
No,
sign?
just the ones I like. Like mostly on here, it's all horsemen, except for Jerry the King Lawler, Bret Hart, and Ron Simmons.
Okay, because
Everybody else has to deal with the horsemen.
yeah, yeah. I know some of these guys, they just have like the person that's held that belt sign it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and that's the good thing about collecting or signing or whatever you're doing. Do your own thing. Do what makes you happy. If you want to just get guys that only have this belt, do that.
Right,
But if you want to go out there and get indie people to sign this belt, get them to sign the belt. It's
right.
yours. Do what you want with it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
somebody might not like it, but guess what? It's not theirs. Who gives a
That's right.
You know,
And
when people say,
hey,
"Oh, you're too old to collect toys. You're too old for wrestling," I'm not dead.
right.
I can do what I want.
Yeah. And I think that's
I'm a grown ass man that can buy my own toys.
right. And I think people thrive off that, and they like to see people miserable. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I'm not like that, man. I like to see positive things and do positive things, be around positive people because
Exactly.
that's what brings you up in the world.
The
So,
Cena show. Oh yeah, I just got this in today. I was wondering the other day why it didn't come in, but I guess it was backlogged or whatever. But I got the new Jimmy. I got the a Yeet shirt, a No Yeet shirt, an RVD shirt, and I got this shirt, and then I got the OTC shirt.
yeah, I got the figure coming, but I didn't get to get the shirt that come with the figure.
Number one John Cena fan. Well, welcome in, man. If you're
So,
not subscribed, please go subscribe, guys. Trying to build this channel up. We come on here usually Tuesdays and Thursdays now. We'll be back Thursday. I don't know what the topic is yet, but it will be beef tips and topics when I figure out what it is.
yeah. And, if you want to, whenever we talk about backlash this time, we can do it right before. I got Fed, I got Chris Dearman, I got all three of them guys. If you want to do it right before or right after, either one, we can
Okay,
do it.
we can do that.
So, um, I can't wait, guys. We're going to have a blast at Backlash, man.
That's what, 2 weeks?
It's on the 10th. So, yeah, right around the corner.
Yeah.
I just can't believe I get to see Randy Orton and John Cena. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's going to be good, man.
I
Well,
was sitting
I don't
there.
know if the match is necessarily going to be good, but just getting to see them is good enough. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I wasn't going to go. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I'm not going to go. Just let it. You know what I'm saying? But I got thinking. He's retiring, dude. He's not coming. He's going to be one of these guys that don't come back after he retires.
Right.
So I was like, what? Forget it. Go, man. What's the worst you can do is have fun. You know.
Exactly.
So
Nah, man, y'all gonna have a good time down there, man. Y'all just be
yeah,
safe.
yeah.
Don't let Chris Tierman get you into no trouble.
Oh, he better worry about me getting him into trouble.
But Dub, if you ain't got nothing, man, I'm gonna close this out. I've got shit to do. I know you got shit to do. But
Yeah.
man, I appreciate everybody. So go ahead and close us out.
Yes, sir. We've been working on the room all day. I'm tired myself, so I'm with you there. But yeah, if y'all want to shoot over TikTok, give us all a follow over there. I'm DDub229 over there, and I think my YouTube channel is Daniel Walden NAN over here. So
Good deal. Good deal. Well, man, thank you, Doug, for coming on and telling us about everything and showing us all the autographs. I had a good time showing you stuff, even though mine don't compare to yours. But it's not about comparing, it's about having fun.
that's right.
So thank you, man. Thank you, everybody, that stopped by. If you didn't get to watch the whole thing, it'll be replayed in 12 hours. So check it out then. Subscribe, watch, follow, do what you do. We the ones, and I may be leaving, but I'm still that uncultured heathen.